Ryan, I really do love the topic of your podcast. And I find that is the eternal question for most humans is chasing happiness. And it is one where it was a big part of my own journey. And I started young. My story really started even before I was born. My father quit drinking 2 years before I was born. And it wasn't a pretty story. It was definitely a very traumatic and dark story. But nonetheless, my parents' marriage survived. And 2 years later, I came into the world. And one of those aspects that you think someone is on the right path towards happiness, towards joy. And when I was 3 years old, he was crushed by an elevator. He was an elevator mechanic. So I grew up with a
Oh,
disabled
wow.
father. He was home all the time, which was a blessing and a curse and something that I didn't really truly realize until he was gone. He passed away 13 years ago this week. And when I hit my adult life, I thought I was checking all the boxes. Full six-figure dollars a year career, big fancy house, fancy car, building my own business. But the universe definitely stepped in and nudged me gently. The silent nudge eventually became the silent kick that became the silent sledgehammer over the head until I started to pay attention to what the universe actually had in store for me.
So I'm sorry for your loss of your father, and that's got to be tough. But it sounds like you have a lot of things that you've learned and you're going to share. So I really would like to get into that. But the one thing I wanted to circle back on that you said was the universe nudged you. I love that because you're not just going after those material things. It sounds like you're going after life things. And that can be a whole nother conversation we have also.